Namaste to all JVNs. Myself JVN Dr. Khushbu Verma from Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science. Today we will discuss about protoplast culture. First of all, we have to know that what is protoplast. Protoplast is a cell, plant cell without cell wall, known as protoplast. So protoplast is a net cell surrounded by only plasma membrane. It will not have any kind of a cell wall, and it is fragile but can be cultured and grow into a whole plant. It is important for the crop improvement, and via somatic hybridization, new hybrids can be produced by using protoplast, and it is used by the biotechnologists, microbiologists, etc. And somatic hybridization was firstly introduced by the Carlson in Nicotiana Glava. In 1960, E.C. Cooking contributed to the enzymatic isolation and culture of the protoplast. So, in the protoplast isolation, there are two methods are involved: mechanical and chemical. In the mechanical method, tissue is immersed in 1 molar sucrose until protoplast shrunk away from their enclosing cell wall. This process is known as a plasmolysis, and plasmolyzed tissue is cut with a sharp knife at such a thickness that only cell wall are cut. But in the case of mechanical method, protoplast can be damaged or can be burst out. So this is the major problem of the mechanical method. In the enzymatic method, refers to the use of enzyme to dissolve the cell wall for releasing the protoplast, and basically it involves two method: direct method, which is one step only; second is sequential method, which is two-step method. In the direct method, incubation of leaf segments overnight in enzymatic solution, and this solution is mixture of all enzymes. And in the sequential method, two enzyme mixtures, mixture A and mixture B, are used one after the other. So you can simply say that mixture 1 is having mesarogyne with having pH 5.8, and first of all the explant will be submerged into the mixture A, and after the completion of mixture A treatment, it will transfer to the mixture B solution. And after the completion of all enzymatic mixture solution, mixture B is having cellulase in mannitol solution with having pH 5.4. So that's how we can isolate the protoplast from the enzymatic method. And protoplasts are purified by removing undigested material, which is debris and burst protoplasts and enzymes, with the help of centrifugation process. For the protoplast culture, optimal culture conditions are: optimal density of the culture should be done, optimal oxygen to cytokinin ratio, glucose and sucrose should be optimum, maintain osmoprotectant in the medium, temperature should be 20 to 28 degree temperature, pH will be 5.5 to 5.9, and 2.5% casein hydrolyzate which should be added in the media, and DAP and NNA also be added in the media. Protoplast culture in suitable nutrient media first generate a new cell wall. The formation of a complete cell with a wall is followed by an increase in size, number of cell organelles, and induction of cell wall. The first cell division may occur within 2 to 7 days of culture, resulting in small clumps of cell, also known as microcolony, within 1 to 3 weeks. From such clumps, there are two routes to generate a complete plant, and plants are regenerated through organogenesis through callus masses. The microcalli can be made to develop into somatic embryos, which are then converted into whole plant through germination. These are the importance of protoplast culture. We can study the osmotic behavior, we can study the IAA action, study of plasmolemma, study of cell wall formation, organelle isolation can be studied through this method, and study of morphogenesis, virus uptake and replication, study of photosynthesis, and gene transfer can be studied through protoplast culture. This is a summary of isolation and protoplast culture. Here we can see that first of all, explant should be collected from the mother plant, and 8 to 10 days old plant can be first of all surface sterilization should be done, and washing with the slide water, and washed leaved, first of all we will it will be go for the peeling, and then peel leaf pieces should be submerged into enzymatic solution. Here, cell wall will be removed in the enzymatic solution. After the removal of cell wall, it will be go for the centrifugation process, and we can isolate the protoplast, and we can separate the protoplast from cell debris and enzymes, and then these protoplasts can be suspended into the culture media. A small sample of protoplast for homocytometer count will be done, and then these protoplasts will be resuspended into the culture to give correct pre-planting density, and further plating of protoplasts will be done on the solid media. These protoplasts will first of all will develop the cell wall, then they will go for the first division, then second division, then the colony formation. After the colony formation, they will go for the shoot induction, then root induction, and the complete plantlet will be generated with the whole process. Factors affecting protoplast culture. So plant species and varieties, plant age and organ, pre-culture conditions, pre-treatment to the tissue before isolating protoplast, density. All these are factors which can affect the protoplast culture. Now we will discuss about the protoplast fusion. So protoplast fusion techniques are electrofusion, polythene glycol induced fusion, high calcium ion and high pH technique also can be used for the protoplast fusion. Protoplasts can be used in the production of cybrid for somatic hybridization to overcome sexually incompatible species, ingesting foreign material into cytoplasm for DNA transformation, used to study wall synthesis and decomposition, studied as single cell system. Now come to the production of cybrid. What is cybrid basically? We have to study about that. In this production, cybrid contain nuclear and cytoplasmic genome of one parent and only the cytoplasmic genome of other second. It means it will have genetic material only of one parent but cytoplasm of both parents. Fusion of protoplasts that facilitate the mixing of two whole genomes and could be exploited in process at intergeneric, inter-kingdom and interspecific levels. Somatic hybridization is used to produce hybrids from sexually incompatible species. This method could be used to study selection procedures. This is the somatic hybridization process. Here we can see cell can be isolated. These are the protoplasts of two different species. Induced fusion of the protoplasts. These are the somatic cell hybrids. They are having genetic material of both parents and stimulate division and differentiation of the hybrid. And these are the hybrid leaves. Limitation of somatic hybridization like intergeneric process between widely related plants which are not compatible sexually are not possible. And for hybrid identification, selection and isolation at the culture level, there is no standardized method which is applicable for all material. So this is the sum up of this session, and this session is powered by Digital Version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University Jaipur. If you have any query, then mention in the comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.